Hello friends, yesterday we discussed about alternative fuels like natural gas and alcohols, and in continuation of that today let us discuss about hydrogen fuel and LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gas. So let us start with hydrogen fuel. So we know that hydrogen is the simplest type of fuel. It is lightest in terms of atomic weight, because we know that its atomic weight is 1 and therefore it is a very light fuel. Moreover, it is extremely reactive preferably when it is mixed with oxygen, and therefore it has a very high flammability, that is, it is having high flammability. In other words, it can be burned very easily, so the burning becomes very fast with hydrogen as a fuel. Being only hydrogen, and we know that when hydrogen is mixed with oxygen, we get water. Its burning is very faster, so it burns very efficiently. More efficiently it burns, and moreover it is clean burning. So burning is efficient and more cleaner when compared to any other fuel with respect to hydrogen. Generally, this particular hydrogen is not preferred to be used as a gas to be stored in a vehicle. Rather, it is generally stored in the form of hydrates. Because hydrogen, if it is stored, it catches the fire very easily, and therefore it is preferred to be stored in either solid or liquid hydrates. So it can be solid hydrate or liquid hydrate, and as and when required, when these hydrates are heated, hydrogen will be liberated from that and it can be used. So that is how generally it is stored. Now coming to the advantages of hydrogen as a fuel. Advantages of hydrogen as a fuel. Most important obviously is very less emissions, because it is when it is oxidized with that is combining with oxygen, it gives water, and therefore there will not be any CO or any hydrocarbon. So there will not be any hydrocarbon or CO, that is no CO, no hydrocarbons, no CO2. All such carbon related components are not going to be there. Obviously, some amount of nitrogen oxide is going to be there when it is burned. Since carbon is absent, there is no CO or CO2 or HC, so such gases are not there. Some amount of nitrogen oxide may be present. There are number of ways hydrogen can be produced. So many methods are there for production of hydrogen. It includes electrolysis or from different other sources. So all these methods can be used, so that becomes another advantage, that it can be produced by a number of methods. Even if this leakage is there, no pollution is being happening, even if the case of leakage is there, because being a lighter fuel, it disperses, it is being moving up in the air, and it easily vanish. So that becomes no issue even if it is there is a leakage. The energy content is high. High energy content is another advantage. What we have, because we have the energy content to be very high. When we burn it as a fuel, we can get more energy. Since it is burning very faster, that is, it's faster burning, that is, it can burn faster up to 10 times, almost 10 times. So when it can burn faster, it can be used for or then this can be preferred for very high speed engines. So generally hydrogen can be very well suitable for high speed engines, because the burning rate of this it burns very faster, and faster the burning rate, the time required for combustion will be lesser, and therefore the engine can be run at a very higher speed due to this particular property of the hydrogen. The inflammability limit is wider. It has a very wider inflammability limit. That means its burning becomes easy. That is, it can be it can burn very lean mixture or a rich mixture. Even then, it is going to burn. So that is again added advantage. We have very high self-ignition temperature. And that the higher the self-ignition temperature, we know the anti-knock quality is going to be higher. So that is again advantage, and moreover higher self-ignition temperature and easy burning make it we can go for a higher compression ratios, and therefore the thermal efficiency of this particular engines is comparatively higher. So that is another advantage what we get when we burn hydrogen as a fuel. Now coming to disadvantages. The first and most important disadvantage of this particular fuel is that it can be, being it gaseous and very lighter, it is very difficult to store. Storing is a bit difficult. Moreover, it is highly inflammable, and therefore due to the fire risk, the storing becomes very difficult, and therefore very bulky and costly storages are required, and therefore they are generally stored in solid and liquid hydrides, and these hydrides can be heated with the exhaust gases as and when required, and then they will liberate the hydrogen, and that can be directly used. So in other words, we will produce the hydrogen as and when required from these hydrides, and that will be directly used. So that is generally preferred method from the fire safety point of view. Then refueling is difficult because we have very less petrol pumps or distribution network. So due to less distribution network, presently what we have, it will be refueling becomes a big problem with the hydrogen as a fuel. Being a gaseous fuel and a very lighter fuel. It occupies a large volume of the fuel itself, occupies a large volume of the engine cylinder, and therefore the volumetric efficiency of the engine is going to be reduced, because the fuel itself occupies a large volume and therefore air will be accommodated less. In other words, the volumetric efficiency of the engine is lesser. The cost of the fuel is higher is another disadvantage with the hydrogen as a fuel. Then we have, since the flame speed is higher, correspondingly the temperature is higher, and therefore the nitrogen oxide emissions are there due to high temperature of flame. So high flame temperatures lead to the production of nitrogen oxide. So that becomes comparatively issue over here, because already we said, though carbon is not there, and therefore carbon related pollutants like carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide or unburned hydrocarbon, they are not coming out of a cylinder, but we have the nitrogen oxide being present because of the high flame temperature inside the combustion chamber. They are very prone to detonation. So detonation is a big problem with hydrogen as a fuel. Moreover, since they can burn very easily, they are prone to backfire. That is, through the inlet wall, the flame may move towards the storage and may result in the explosion of the hydrogen in the storage. So due to this, there is a fire risk coming into picture. That is, danger of the backfire is going to be there when we use hydrogen as a fuel. The density of the hydrogen is low, and therefore that is, energy density is low, and therefore the energy density is almost one-fourth the energy density of that of gasoline. That means more hydrogen will be required to produce same amount of energy when compared to that of gasoline. Then the pre-ignition is going to be there. So the possibility of pre-ignition is going to be there. So pre-ignition possibility is higher because we have very high self-ignition temperature. So summarizing, hydrogen is a very good fuel from the point of view of emissions, because being a simplest and lightest fuel from its atomic number being 1, it is very easy to burn. It has a very high flammability, and therefore it can burn very cleaner. That is, the emissions are very less. It can be produced from so many methods like electrolysis, etc. Even if in the pollution it is not getting leakage, there is going to be no much problem. The energy content is high. That is going to be there. Then we have it burns faster. That is, high flame speed is there, and therefore it can be preferred for very high speed engines. The wider inflammability limit makes it the combustion becomes very easy. The high self-ignition temperature is going to be there, and therefore higher compression ratios can be used, and higher thermal efficiency can be achieved. Some disadvantages like bulky and costly storage system is required, because generally they are supposed to be stored in the form of liquid and solid hydrides. and therefore it consumes a lot of space also. That is, it becomes bulky. Refueling is difficult because presently we don't have much or very less distribution network. The volumetric efficiency is less of the engine because hydrogen is a gaseous fuel. The cost of the fuel is higher. Nitrogen oxide emissions are there because of the high temperature of the flame. It is prone to detonation and pre-ignition. We have backfire, and therefore fire safety is the issue. So these are some of the characteristics of hydrogen as a fuel in case of SI engines. Now let us move on to next fuel. That is now this before going for next fuel. Generally, the hydrogen can be burned in different methods, like directly it can be induced into the cylinder, or it can be induced in the manifold, or it can be used as a supplementary fuel with the gasoline. So all these methods it can be used. From that point of view also it is a bit advantageous. Now moving ahead to the next fuel, that is LPG, or what we call as liquefied petroleum gas. Basically the LPG consists of propane and butane with some other hydrocarbons, because it is being produced during the petroleum refining process. So depending on it can be more in propane or butane, and then accordingly some properties here and there it is going to change depending on whether the proportion of propane is more or butane is more. But preferably propane is more preferred as a fuel, that is for LPG. Here it can be used as a fuel directly in the used as a substitute for gasoline. So without much change we can use this particular fuel in the petrol engines. That becomes a very good property of this. Now this is basically a gas, but it is under pressure. It is being converted into that is around 20 bar. It is getting converted into liquid, and it is stored in that particular form and transported to the place where it is being used, and it in the cylinder it is in the liquid form. But before using, it has to be converted into gas. That is, it has to be converted into gas before supplying it to engine. That means when it is burned in the form of gas, but when it is stored for storage purpose, we are converting it into liquid and storing it in the liquid form. Now let us move on discussing about some advantages of LPG. Basically we have less carbon comparatively compared to that of a petrol or a diesel fuel. The amount of carbon in the fuel is less, and therefore correspondingly less emissions are there. So we have the decrement of 60% decrement in carbon monoxide and around 20% of decrement in hydrocarbons. So this much decrease is there. that is 60% of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and 20% of hydrocarbon decrement is there when we use LPG as a fuel, and therefore it is generally preferred to use LPG over the gasoline fuel, that is a petrol engine, and that is where nowadays we call this as a good fuel compared to that of petrol. Moreover, being it mixed in the form of gases, it mixes with air in a very good manner, and therefore and moreover it can mix in all temperatures also. Therefore mixing becomes easy, and therefore it can be used for multi-cylinder engines. So easy to mix and supply, so multi-cylinder engines prefer LPG over in case of multi-cylinder engine, where because in multi-cylinder engine the gasoline when supplied we have to convert into vapor, and when it is supplied to multi-cylinder engine, depending on the length of the path of the flow of vapor, the characteristics of the mixture reaching the combustion chamber will be different. But that is not a big issue in case of LPG, because it is mixed in the form of a gas, and being it a gas, it is not going to condense on the walls of the manifold or on the walls of the cylinder, and therefore it is preferred in case of a multi-cylinder engine when compared to that of a gasoline. No crankcase dilution is there, since it is not getting deposited on the cylinder wall. It will not flow on the cylinder wall and go to the crankcase to dilute the crankcase oil, and therefore that problem with the gasoline engine is going to be removed when we use LPG as a fuel. So the crankcase dilution is not going to be there. High compression ratios can be used because almost we have a 96 octane number for propane, and for butane we have, so propane have 96 octane number, and for butane we have almost 89 octane number. So whatever we are using, either propane or butane or a mixture, it is around more than 90, and comparatively higher compression ratios can be used with engines with LPG as a fuel, and therefore the thermal efficiency is going to be higher. So that means higher thermal efficiency is going to be there with LPG as a fuel. The cost is less, so around 50% cost saving is there when we use LPG as a fuel in case of SI engines. Due to high flame velocity, high engine speeds are possible. So high engine speeds are possible because of high flame velocity. So these were some of the advantages. Now moving ahead to disadvantages. We have to use this particular fuel very safely. So fire safety is an issue over here. So being gaseous, it may catch fire very easily, and therefore fire safety has to be taken care when this particular fuel is used in a normal engine, because it is a gaseous fuel and may catch fire very easily. Some engine modification and fuel modifications are required. Minor engine modifications and fuel system modifications are required when LPG is used in gasoline. So that is again a issue. Then we have high self-ignition temperature, and due to the high self-ignition temperature, the spark plugs required high energy. That is, for creating the spark, high energy will be required, because comparatively the being a gaseous fuel, it is comparatively dry, and therefore the resistance for the flow of the electricity across the electrodes of the spark is higher, and therefore the energy required for the spark to be created will be higher, due to moreover the self-ignition temperature is also higher. So high energy will be required to create the spark. The volumetric efficiency is low, being because we are introducing the fuel in the form of gas, so the volumetric efficiency is low for this particular LPG. The higher operating temperatures requires good cooling system. Not only higher operating temperatures, since we are introducing it in the form of the gas, whatever the heat which was supposed to be absorbed by the liquid fuel, and the cooling effect produced inside the engine due to the liquid fuel, that is absent over here, because we are introducing gaseous fuel, and therefore the cooling requirement becomes more when we use LPG as compared to the gasoline. This cooling effect is there, but it is there in the system where we are converting the liquid LPG into gas. There it will be this cooling effect is there, and that also has to be prevented over there. Moreover, we require a special kit required, which includes a converter to convert the gas into liquid, then a pressure regulator to regulate the pressure of the gas being produced, and a mixer to mix this particular mixer to produce a proper mixture of this particular gas and the air. So in this particular kit, the problem of cooling is coming into picture, and that has to be taken care. So summarizing, LPG is generally considered as an alternative fuel for petroleum fuels like gasoline, preferably. It generally consists of propane and butane. Both propane and butane have a higher octane number when compared to gasoline, and therefore the overall quality of the LPG is going to be better than gasoline. It is generally produced by during our refining petroleum refining process, and therefore it is generally used as a substitute for gasoline. This gas, basically it is a gaseous fuel, but for storage and for transportation purpose, ease of storage and ease of transportation, it is being pressurized to around 20 bar, and it is being converted into liquid, and it is stored and supplied. Now coming to advantages, since the amount of carbon molecules are lesser, the amount of emission is going to be lesser. That is around 60% decrement in the carbon monoxide emission is there, and around 20% decrement in the hydrocarbon is there. It mixes with the air easily, and therefore it is preferred for multi-cylinder engines. No crankcase dilution is there, because being a gaseous gas, the fuel is not going to be deposited on the cylinder wall and flow down to the crankcase, so therefore no crankcase dilution is going to be there. the compression ratios can be used is higher because we have a higher octane number. That is, propane generally have an octane number of 96 and butane generally have an octane number of 89, and therefore higher compression ratios can be used, and therefore the thermal efficiency is quite higher. Cost is lesser, around 50% saving the cost is going to be there when compared to the gasoline fuel. High flame velocity is there, therefore it can be used for high speed operation of the engine. When talking about disadvantages, fire safety is a problem because we are using in a gasoline engine gaseous fuel like LPG, and therefore if this particular leakage is there, fire problem is going to be there. So that issue has to be taken care when it is generally used in a petrol engine. Some smaller minor modifications in the engine and the fuel system is required when it is supposed to be used in engines. High self-ignition temperature requires high energy of the spark to create the spark in the for the ignition system. The volumetric efficiency is comparatively low because we are introducing the fuel in the form of gas. The operating temperatures are higher, and that requires a good higher amount of cooling. Moreover, the latent heat of evaporation, which was required, which was coming into picture, as in the case of liquid fuels, is not coming over here, and therefore that cooling effect is not there in case of LPG, because we are supplying this particular fuel in the form of gas, and therefore the requirement of the cooling system becomes more important. Then we require a special kit when it is used in a gasoline engine, and this kit contains one converter, we have one pressure regulator and one mixer, and with the help of this the liquid fuel is converted into gas. Then it is being supplied to the in a proper manner with the help of a regulator, and then it is mixed properly with the air, and then this mixture is supplied to the engine for burning. So that is about LPG as a fuel. Thank you.